Hi there, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I'm doing a couple of videos for you. First episode is going to be a Calvin Klein fragrance from how line of Eternity, and it's a men's fragrance called Summer Daze. I'm not quite sure if this is a flanker to their summer line because usually Eternity they have their summer like each year they do like summer 2000, let's say 12, 13, 14 like that. But this one is called a little bit different, Summer Daze. First time I saw this was in, I think, in Gentleman's Journey chat perhaps talked about it. He really likes it, and I can see why. It's a very interesting, nice fragrance. Even though it's winter is on, it's a summer perfume, but I really enjoy this, so I'll talk about it. Time is around 10:30ish in the morning in Dhaka, Bangladesh. So let's get to the review. Before I start the review, let me tell you, Calvin Klein has a huge fragrance catalog under their belt, and you literally will like not be able to finish all their fragrances if you're a collector. I think so because they release a lot of fragrances they discontinued, stuff like that. So Eternity, basically, my bottle is finished. I just keep it for the memory's sake. I have few sprays left, perhaps. This is the original Eternity, and this one I'm collecting dust. So this one basically was known to be a vetiver fragrance, like a soapy green fragrance. That masculine perfume comes in multiple bottle sizes. Not really my favorite bottle design. I really don't like these. So basically, my favorite line would be something like CK one line. These are much nicer looking bottle. This is summer. This is also summer. So we'll talk about a little bit. Let me keep it here. So Eternity has a lot of flankers. So after the green, I was talking bottle sizes. They have like a smaller 15 ml, I think, then 50, 100, 200 massive bottle sizes. And apart from these, I reviewed many. Actually, I did end up reviewing many. Eternity, Perfume for Men, and then this the EDP, which was kind of sweeter. And then I did compare with EDT and EDP. Then there's this Flame, and there's CK Eternity Air. That is a fresh one. This is the original Eternity Night. I think I have my other one, Eternity something. I have it somewhere around me as well. So there are many like Eternity fragrances. I think there are many. Aqua, Eternity Now, Eternity Moment for Women. So there are many, like see, I think there are other summer flankers. So if we just go, so I think I did a lot. So basically, you can tell I have experience with this line. So let's get into this. So I remove the original Eternity because this one has nothing to do with the Summer Daze except the bottle design and the name. Packaging looks like that. It's at first when you see it, you feel like is it a like a tester box because it's not colorful. It's like Summer Daze. So I don't know. I like the name, the way they put Daze. It's a pretty cool concept. For summer. So as far as my understanding goes, like this is supposedly like maybe you are dazed. I don't know if that's the term. Like you are like this fragrance is making you unable to think. It's so good or something like that. Like emotionally you feel like it's a shock, right? So they do have a fragrance called CK1 Shock. Anyway, let's not get into that. So it's kind of nice, cool name, and I like the graphic on there. Nice couple walking on the by the beach, pretty much like summer vibes. And at the side, you'll see vegan formula and all that. It's interesting concept. And these are used to be, CK used to be actually a cheaper brand. Like you could find these under $30. Now they have gone around 40s. So I did end up paying around 40. Like you can say more or less 40. And if you look for a deal, maybe in USA, TJ Maxx, Ross, maybe year end sale, you can find this for 20 something. But different countries will have different prices. Bottle is pretty cool because of the juice color. I really love this juice color. It's like greenish, like a mint green or a Tiffany blue. I don't know what color is this. It's pretty cool. It says the name, Summer Daze, Calvin Klein. The bottle design, it's again not my favorite because it's kind of look ugly for me and they're like outdated. But these are classic. Some people love it. So these are plastic top and then glass. Atomizer is good. Let me spray some on me. Prayers are always great. So let me read out the notes for you. Basically, they have not very complicated notes. Mandarin orange, mint, lavender, calypson, and patchouli. Okay, so this was a release of 2022. Yeah. So I have seen few reviews, and they are like some reviewers. Some people say this is really good. Some people say this is really like a synthetic mess and it's not very long lasting. So I'll tackle that. What I got from my experience, I'll let you know my experience, so you can try and then see what happens with you. But the major player in this perfume, like you really have to like the note of watermelon. I think the calypso, whatever they mention. I think it's that watermelon and the mint combo. That's what makes this fragrance a star. I absolutely adore this. Moment I smelled it on the paper, I put it on my skin. The shopkeeper was like, he was looking at me like, are you gonna buy it? Because these shops here, they don't have testers. In Bangladesh, many shops they just have it, but they don't have testers. I'm like, if I like it, I'll take it. Then they look at me, they thought like, okay, fine, maybe he will take it. Maybe they have a good vibe. They let me test it, even though it's not an expensive fragrance. But some people check, but they never buy. So sellers a bit different here. So I loved it on the paper. Then I tried on my skin. I'm like, I'll take it. Then I took couple more from the shop. Then they were happy, right? So sadly, that's how it works here. In your country, perhaps you have retail shops or testers everywhere. So yeah, this fragrance is amazing, amazing summer fragrance. Yesterday was a winter day. It was a bit warming up with the sun, but pretty much it was foggy throughout the day. Nighttime it was like cooler. You needed a jacket, otherwise you would get like a cold. Yeah, so it's kind of like a hoodie slash semi-leather jacket day. And I think I felt this fragrance really did well on me. I did not see any performance issue with it for a freshie. It gave me a solid 4 to 5 hours. Okay, some people said they got half an hour. I'm not sorry to say that's untrue. That is not correct. I mean, if you're trying this in a Siberia or somewhere like Antarctica, maybe if it's very cold and icy cold, maybe you will not smell it. But in warm weather, if there is sun, you're bound to get at least 3 to 4 hours. That's what each freshies they give you. Like CK1 Summer, for me, this is the what is the Holy Grail 2014 version with that tequila, perhaps. That I love these. I love this for summer. They're playful and they don't last all day. For me, it's the smell. It's in the smell. Again, this is the same thing with the smell. Pretty great. It lasts longer than CK1 Summer line for sure. So I am very happy for freshies. You don't expect like 8 to 10 hours unless it's a Rasasi Hawas or something like it, right? So I have no issue with the performance, but if you compare it with a sweeter, darker fragrance, then you'll be unfair. So another thing to say, this fragrance changes a little bit. The opening mint goes away about 15-20 minutes. That goes away, and what you remain with is the sweetness of mandarin orange slash like this watermelon tropical feel. At that point, it reminds me of Givenchy's there was this fragrance, uh, Givenchy Incense Ultramarine. Okay, that one. And then there was this other fragrance called, I think I have it nearby me. It reminds me a little bit of that. I have a full backup bottle of this as well. Man, this bottle is almost like dirty because I didn't reach for it for a long time. This is Chic for Him by Carolina Herrera. So I think if you like those, and if you like kind of like Milesi Imperial, Club de Nuit, Siage, these fragrances, you'll easily like this. Downside of this fragrance is it's not the most natural smelling fragrance. Like you're looking for more natural, like something you would get from Xerjoff or Kilian or some, Acqua di Parma. It doesn't have that natural vibe. This is a very synthetic fragrance. Like, it does smell like Calvin Klein perfumes basically. So if you have a niche tooth, this is not going to work for you. If you don't like fragrances bit synthetic, like designer like, this is not going to work for you. This is for people for daily drive, daily, like a common man. Like he doesn't spend so much money on a fragrance. He buys a perfume, he uses it for 2 years or 1 year, finished, then he moves on to the next bottle. For them, it would be great. If you have a huge collection, perhaps you can still look for it. I would say this is a very nice fragrance. When I smell it, man, such a nice kind of like I'm imagining Laguna, like a nice boat, like nice, like a private beach, like a sandy, a clean sandy beach, blue slide, this kind of water. If you've been near the beach, like, Thailand, Pattaya, or Malaysia, anywhere, you'll see this kind of clean water in Maldives. So it does give that coral fantasy vibe. You go underwater, scuba diving. This is the perfect fragrance for that kind of a theme. Holiday written all over it. Is it good for work? Perhaps. It's a bit sweet, fruity, but if you can pull it off, I mean, people will not complain. This kind of fragrances like freshies. I got another freshie which I'm gonna review soon. It's a 90s baby, I think. Ceruti Image. That's also a nice little like CK Escape kind of a fragrance with a banana leaf accord. So I find these fragrances interesting because I'm a designer head, right? So positives and negatives I gave you. It's up to you. You test it and you see if you like it. Do let me know, or do let others know how you liked it. This is gonna be really good for summer days, even like our winters, like January, February, when the sun is up, a little bit warm, but still some cool breeze flowing. this will perform like 4 to 5 hours easy. So that's all I need from this. It's a nice perfume. If you also like CK20 now, you can try this. They are like tropical coconut, that one. This is more like a watermelon, kind of like a cool watermelon mint decor, right? So there you go. Eternity for men, summer days. Amazing, amazing release. This one, I will tell you, this is one of the best flankers still date, like Eternity, Aqua, Eternity Summers, there are many out there, but this hands down is one of my top 5 favorites in Eternity line. I'll give this a solid 8 out of 10. Okay. Good fragrance, nothing groundbreaking, but smells nice in the air. Okay. Take care. Have a nice day and see you soon. Bye bye.